Stop coming at me. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Why did we come here?
This is what I was trying to get to.
Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
The bat's still there.
Not that Paimon's scared or anything. Just, concerned
Your-
for your safety.
Your concern is touching
It's
Paimon.
just that this is how lots of scary stories go. You're in an empty place, in the middle of nowhere, there's barely any light, and then just when you least expect it, a stranger comes out of... Quick, do something!
You say you're concerned about my safety?
Paimon's intuition says that anyone we run into here is going to be far from normal. If he gets us, he's gonna eat Paimon for sure.
Who are you?
Who? Oh. I come from beyond the heavens. I'm a traveler.
Traveler? Are you from one of the other nations? No, I've never seen your kind of attire before. Could it be that you traveled from the other side? I'm just
Who
here
do you
for a
know?
funeral. I don't mean to offend. No matter who you are, there's no need for any ill will between us.
Yo, this monster's just back there chilling.
Seems he's just your average scaredy cat. He looks more afraid than Paimon.
But you're kind of terrified.
Huh? I'm not. Paimon's super friendly looking.
Paimon really is super friendly
Don't
looking.
be afraid. We come in peace.
Shaped like a friend. She baby. Paimon's baby.
Gods protect me!
You're fine. Relax.
No. Stop freaking out and stand still. Relax.
Relax. Yes, whatever you say. Please stay your hand. Don't come any closer. I mean you no harm. Don't touch me.
Hey, Paimon already said nothing's gonna happen.
Nobody ever listens.
Let's go after him. He might do something stupid.
Call the cops. Hey, Hu-Tao!
Director, there's a ghost after me.
Oh?
I like Hu-Tao. She's fun.
Don't get too excited. These are clients, not ghosts.
Ma'am!
Exactly. We said we're not ghosts.
Not
You
yet.
need to calm down and let us explain.
We're not ghosts yet.
Although, clients doesn't seem quite right either.
One day.
Forgive me. This is one of our new undertakers, Mung. It's his first time working a funeral, so of course he's afraid of his own shadow. Funeral.
Were you afraid of your shadow before, Hu-Tao?
Oh, the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor! Zhongli is a consultant there. They deal with this stuff a lot, right? Oh, you know Zhongli?
Yeah.
Well, that saves me a lot of explaining.
Was I supposed to do this before I did that other event? Because we seen them talking. I don't know, whatever.
I'm Hu-Tao, the current director of the Wangsheng Funeral
Oh,
Parlor.
this is old, yeah.
Responsible for, well, trifling matters having to do with immortality.
Yeah, I did a bunch of story stuff completely out of order.
A satisfying trade to be in, though. And Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is well known around town. Whatever the request, I'd be glad to hear it.
I don't think we fall into the client category.
Yeah, if we are looking for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's help, this is hardly the place we would come to. Ah, but you see, I wasn't referring to clients in the business sense. Everyone who enters this mortal realm will be a client of mine.
One day.
Sooner or later.
She's want to monopolize on funerals.
Well, that's dark. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor welcomes advanced reservations. When you choose us, you'll never have to worry about what might be around the corner. But be sure to book the right date. Pro tip, it is a living nightmare trying to get flowers at short notice.
I believe it.
Speaking of dates, if you're struggling to decide, please do come and talk it over. I'd hate to see you still alive and kicking when your big date comes. Slow down. That's... you... There's a lot to unpack here.
Did everyone watch that funeral parlor weirdo?
You'll have to excuse her. The director is a rather unique individual.
I know her origin
Allow me to
story.
explain.
Was she always like
There's
this?
been some supernatural activity at Wuwang Hill. To restore calm here, we performed a funeral ceremony. It went very smoothly. According to the director, we shouldn't be expecting any more issues in the near future.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, Wuwang Hill, Funeral. What more is there to say? These three belong in the same sentence. You two, on the other hand, have no business coming to Wuwang Hill. You being here is not normal. Maybe your understanding of normal isn't quite normal.
I'm here on an adventure.
Adventure? You must hail from the Adventurers Guild. Then you
It's
are
a very
one of
good
our
observation.
distinguished clients. Wood, to be precise. Wood?
What does that mean?
What do you mean? That's just how we gauge our clients' importance. We have 4 levels: wicker, bamboo, wood, and marble. The higher the grade, the better we'd like to get to know you.
Okay, but did she go from lowest to highest or highest to lowest? Like, which one are we? We're either pretty good or pretty insignificant.
But I've just only heard of this.
Well, that's because I only just thought of it. Oh, don't look so shocked.
Ma'am.
Oh, take a look. Our adventurers spend the whole day scaling mountains, clearing domains, and smiting enemies. Danger and peril are their bread and butter. Clients like these deserve better treatment. Taking an interest in their daily lives will ultimately benefit not only them, but also me.
Charming.
Oh, touched a nerve, did I? I'd have thought any adventurers who dare come here would be used to conversations like this. Anyway, I have a favor to ask. Recently, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has been trying to strike a business deal with the Adventurers Guild. With you acting as an intermediary, it would be so much easier.
I don't really want to take part of your business.
Let me think what I could offer you as a reward. Or perhaps there's a favor I could do in return?
Come home, actually.
We've asked a lot of people, but nobody seems to have a clue where they are. This seems like something right up my alley. I can even inquire with the ones who no longer speak for you.
Like, just come home. That would be a great deal right there.
You see? Helping me will be worth your while. Come on then, my able assistants. Let's get down to Liyue Harbor and do some business. When did we become your assistants?
We just got kind of roped into it.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. The ones who no longer speak. Oh, did she mean talking to the dead?
Yeah. Good job.
She's a weird one.
Okay, you know what? Speed this up. We were just over there.
Ugh, you again. Look, I told you, we're not interested in the kind of cooperation you describe.
Come on, there's no reason to get upset. Look, one of your members is an avid supporter of my proposition.
Just hear her out.
Oh, since our last negotiation, I've come up with a new proposal, which I think you'll find has far more benefits for you. First things first, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor will prioritize the Adventurers Guild requests above all others. You'll also receive 100 of our signature wooden coffins for free, together with your first order. But that's not all. We also provide an on-site cadaver collection service covering almost all regions in Liyue. Now, we do charge a slight premium for a very small number of especially dangerous areas, but don't you worry about that. I promise you, it's still very affordable.
I don't think you're hearing me.
Okay, all right. I get it. You want to bargain a little more, but our offer as it stands is already quite a good deal, don't you think? Just think about it. An adventurer's life is full of unexpected threats. It's only natural to take precautions. Mend the roof before it rains, as they say.
I mean, she's giving you real talk, though. Like, you want to have a will written out before you kick the bucket, yeah? So that way nobody... You want to have kind of everything planned out, so that way all the people you leave behind aren't all running around trying to figure out what to do with everything you left behind, you know?
Yeah, no. I'm not so sure that saying applies in this context. Speaking of precautions, I'd rather focus on keeping my adventurers safe in the first place.
Think of it like insurance.
I have to attend to other matters.
Think of it like insurance, you know?
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, what would you say to a group discount? 30% off for parties of 10?
Director, please, you did your best. We don't need another clash with the Millilith.
If Paimon understood all that correctly, it seems like she's trying to sell them the funeral parlor services.
This will get us nowhere.
Nothing left to do here. Let's go back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
She looks so disappointed. She looks so sad.
Rejecting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's their loss. Some things are inevitable. It's only a matter of time.
What is this? Toy sale. What is this? Huh? Can we just buy fireworks? I don't know. I will deal with that later. And it may not be on stream. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. How far are we going, bro?
Seems like the old ways are the most reliable after all. Mung, are you done preparing our promotional materials?
Nah, my apologies. I'm only about halfway through. Do you really think they will be effective?
We're about to
Trust
find out.
me, they're going to work wonders. This marketing strategy has been used by Wangsheng Funeral Parlor for generations. Clients in need come to our door and write down their commissions on blank wooden tiles. Then they squeeze those inside the parlor through the crack under the door. I fulfill the request written on each tile to make sure our clients are satisfied with the service, no matter if it's an obituary, cremation, or funeral that they seek. Although, it is a bit of a hassle with the constant back and forth. If only we could burn them by the batch.
No, Director, I'm not asking about the wooden tiles themselves, but about the special offer they advertise.
Special offer.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor should keep up with the times. Just think about it. If we don't attract new clients, we'll be left with nothing, won't we? Business development is a crucial element of every prosperous enterprise. I've been trying various marketing strategies ever since I became the director.
How do you market just like the funeral homes, stuff like that? Now that I'm thinking about it, like in real life, like how would you even go about doing it? Because you're a business, so I don't know.
I put up posters just like all the other shops, but the Millilith promptly removed them.
It's probably just like this. I don't know. Maybe this might be slightly exaggerated, but you know,
Then I organized the Wangsheng Visitors Day, but no one
like
showed up.
not by much.
Well, that doesn't come as a huge surprise. And finally, I discovered that the traditional ways are the most reliable after all. I took inspiration from the wisdom of previous directors. So now, I go from door to door looking for people and organizations willing to cooperate. Just like during our visit to the Adventurers Guild. That's what I mean by business development. The other method I'm trying is using the wooden tiles as coupons. Just by writing things like, buy one, get one free for the holder of this tile on them.
We're getting that 2-for-1 deal.
What do they buy and what do they get? A solid and durable second home, of course. They may not need it right away, but they can be sure that when they do, it will still be as good as new. It won't start deteriorating before you finish doing so yourself. That's the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor quality guarantee.
It won't start deteriorating before you finish doing so yourself. I love it. I'm totally down for picking out my own coffin. I want someone else to pick out like a lame coffin, because then I gotta start haunting people. You don't want that.
All right, Mung. Keep adding those special offers to the wooden tiles. The future of our business depends on it.
I'm still not sure this will work.
Oh, I get it. You think that our special offer is not comprehensive enough, right? It is true. I was offering all kinds of great benefits to the Adventurers Guild because they are a new client. But in doing so, I neglected my old clients. You're right. It's unfair.
Shame.
Let me do some market research. Wait here, my faithful assistant.
Like right here?
I'll be back with you in a moment. It shouldn't take too long.
Like just right here. I guess we can chat with Mong.
Paimon already told you we're not your assistants! Guess we got dragged into somebody else's business again. Let's look around while she's away.
Who should we talk to? She's not even leaving.
The way we're wording this lacks warmth and sincerity.
Yeah.
If we're content to settle for just seeing people off, how can we give them a sense of really having gained something?
But that's a tough feeling to convey in this industry.
Yeah.
Precisely the problem. If we can't get that feeling across, Then how will we get return clients?
Out there, zombies.
You must be the director's new hires. Not us. We're just very curious about Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and Hu Tao. Well, I wouldn't get too curious if I were you. Too much knowledge isn't good for ordinary folk.
You know too much. You're gonna be a client whether you like it or not now.
The director is tactful when it comes to what should and shouldn't be known. Her? Tactful?
She gonna silence you. Okay, so behind this door is Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Damn, we can't go inside. It looks far more ordinary than the director made it out to be. We gotta go inside, man.
We should get going. Let's go find Hu Tao.
She never left.
That's settled then. Right out like this.
I hate everything. My bad.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor bumper sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get three free. More for your Mora. I love it.
Death
Better than all
party.
that lifeless brochure stuff. We want people to feel warm and fuzzy.
We have a death parade over here, man.
But director, isn't Lifeless the name of the game in this industry?
That's old hat. We're opening up new ground.
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to open up? Yes, director.
Don't fight it, man. I know you're new, but just don't fight it. It only makes it worse.
Poor guy's giving up. Right. We should get going. I am not letting new business escape us. We? As in us. Who else? Do you see anyone else around here? Oh, well, you probably wouldn't see them if there was. Stop adding little afterthoughts like that. It creeps people out.
I find it amusing.
Just a joke. Sorry. Everything you see is everything that's present. For the moment, at least.
Hu Tao's a cutie. I don't care. Comforting.
Lighten up. The way I see it, people make death scarier than it really is. What people truly fear about departing this world is suffering and regret. To deal with the trauma, they let their imaginations run wild with notions of ghosts and evil spirits.
She hitting with the real talk. We get his real talk hours with Hu Tao.
Oh, baseless fantasies. What we've ended up with is a topic that people are morbidly afraid of talking about. If I don't broach the subject, then Wangsheng Funeral Parlor won't be long for this world.
That's what we're talking about. Like, it's something, like, people are afraid of it, but you can't escape it, you know? So the best you can do is make the appropriate preparations and live life to the fullest with the time you got. Yeah. But I seen a ghost.
Oh, more approachable and appeasable than you'd imagined? I wouldn't say that. Let's just say at least it didn't hurt us. You must have come across a particularly ferocious entity. How should I put this? Most spirits are incapable of harming ordinary folks. The job of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is to guard the border between life and death. One component of this is correcting notions of death and the afterlife that people may hold. Simply put, for those unable to see the border, they're best kept as far away from it as possible. So for ordinary folks, the best case scenario is ignorance of all matters concerning spirits in the afterlife, or even better, a belief that none of it exists.
It'll get too complicated otherwise.
You really don't have any excuse for spooking the heck out of people. You make it sound so abominable. I'm just trying to get them to see the humor in it all.
I mean, like, again, this is a bit of an exaggeration, but I imagine you kind of have to be like this when you're running a funeral home, because otherwise it's just going to be all doom and gloom all the time. You got to have a little bit of a sense of humor, man. You know what? Gravity Falls, they had some characters like that, too. There was like a disaster. A couple ran a funeral home. They're like, oh, this looks like a mess. They're like, I sure hope nobody died. And they're just like laughing. But you got to, again, an exaggeration, but you probably have to be like that at least a little bit, because otherwise you're just going to be miserable all the time. At least that's what I would think. Because you're going to be dealing with dead people like all the time. And sad people, mourning people all the time otherwise.
I never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind.
Yeah, super boring.
If you stick by me, everything will become clear.
Yeah, main character's a hit.
Let's get going.
MC's a little boring, lame.
Director, wait.
Big G.
What about Big G?
Big G.
Don't forget.
Big G? Who's that? We've been in Liyue for ages and never heard that name.
Sounds like a nickname for
Oh,
her.
nothing. Just something monks Mong's been pleading with me to take care of. Should be a piece of cake.
This sounds like a neighborhood nickname, Big G. Hey, yo, Big G.
Where are we going?
Yeah, where are we going?
To visit an important potential client. I'll lead the way.
Sorry, who are you?
Little Wu and Big G.
Hello, I'm Hu Tao, director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
He nopes right out of there.
Okay, so why would someone from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor be looking for me?
Just wait.
Nothing major. How are you feeling these days? Any aches or pains? You shouldn't ignore them, by the way. Very often they're an omen of something terminal. When we're healthy, it's easy to forget the crushing fragility of life. So, aches and pains, best to keep an eye on them.
What are you getting at? I'm in great health and enjoying life very much, thank you. Go and find some other poor soul. Goodbye.
Why did they get angry? What's wrong with a few earnest health tips?
Because you have no tact.
Hammons thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor.
Baby girl, you got no tact. Continue visiting potential clients.
And you are? Be quick. I'm busy.
When do you think you're gonna
Hello
die?
there. Would you be interested in understanding a bit about our services at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I'm not in need of your services. So you're out here looking for new customers? Don't you think this might be a bit of a crass way of going about it?
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service to the customer and all that.
I'm not sure it's every service that falls into that. Anyway, please bother someone else if you don't mind.
Hey, that was quick. He wasn't like really angry.
Another failure. Still, not the end of the world.
Just the end of a bunch of lives.
Hammons curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
But at the same time, like, where are they gonna go? Like, what other funeral parlors are they going to? Like, somebody had to have died at least once in Liwa. So how do they handle that?
I know your face. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor director, right? I'm sorry, I'm really in no need of it.
Don't apologize. Get to know us. We've got a new sale going on. Ever hear the saying, out with the old, in with the new? Well, going out with a bang is the best way to start off in style on the other side.
Blaze of glory, she said.
If you
I
keep
feel that.
talking like this, I'll have to call the Millilith.
What are they gonna do? Just like arrest you for offering? Is this really a crime though? Like, what are they gonna get you for? I guess tell you to leave. They could say like she's on loitering. I don't know. They'll make up something just to get rid of her.
No. Okay, relax. We're leaving. But Wangsheng Funeral Parlor awaits your distinguished patronage. You really don't give up, do you?
Tough crowd.
Are you trying to make me feel better? Well, thank you. Seems you understand me far better than most people. Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
That was funny. Enough business development. Please help me find someone.
Business development? Is that what you see this as? Surely you don't think all that was business development? Then what was it
Yeah,
exactly?
what was it?
Traumatization for its own sake? No. The business development ended after the discussion with the Adventurers Guild. I was helping to find somebody for Mong. You remember Big G?
Rings a bell.
As it turns out, the Big G that Mong is looking for is a ghost adrift in the mortal realm.
Ah, the G stands for
The
ghost.
three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G. But having seen them, I didn't sense the presence of anything otherworldly. So we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
If that was time for a quick chat, it's like, I wonder what business development looks like.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind of sixth sense for, people in declining health. Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? I'm no doctor. Were you seriously hoping that the director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was going to start healing people? Or...
No, if she did that, she'd be out of business.
Paimon was trying to subtly imply that... never mind. you'd understand.
Don't be subtle. Like, who's around here? Who's going to hear this? Just tell her up front now.
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. This Big G matter is very closely linked to Meng.
Hey. We made it. Record time.
Meng, I'm back. I'm afraid we're still no closer to finding Big G.
I see. Well, I'm just sorry for the trouble. We've already searched in all the likely places.
Have you checked the graveyard?
Who is this Big G anyway?
Have you checked the graveyard?
I guess I should start at the beginning. My home was in the vicinity of Wuwang Hill. In my youth, I had a good many friends there. Big G was one of them. We were the best of friends. Inseparable, really. But one day, there was an accident. And that was the end of him.
Dang.
I've never forgotten. Too many memories, I suppose. I often return to Wuwang.
I suppose. Hey.
After one such visit, I started to feel strange. Now, every night, Big G appears in my dreams. I can't help but wonder, did I disturb him somehow?
Sounds like a tall story.
Perhaps. I don't have proof, but I can't stop worrying. I get more anxious every day. How would I ever come to terms with my childhood friend becoming an evil spirit?
That's why he joined Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. In place of a salary, I'm helping him deal with this matter.
Wait, so you're not paying him? Bro, is it that serious? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do for rent and food?
And in fact, what Meng has said is entirely plausible. Spirits on occasion do find a way into our world. But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself. Even I have only encountered malevolent forces a handful of times.
A handful of times, so more than once.
But are you sure there's no danger? I couldn't bear for him to go around harming people.
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. If we can't find Big G, it'll eat away at Monk forever.
Okay, but so if we find him and he is malevolent, then like, what's he gonna do? I don't think vacuum cleaners exist in Genshin Impact, so I don't know.
Those people we found today were also Meng's childhood friends. I thought there was a good chance Big G might have hidden among them. But here we are, empty-handed.
Wuwang Hill, childhood friends? Seems like we're out of leads.
Hello.
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Yee. She looks so done.
My name's Le Chung. I've had this awful feeling recently.
Le Chung.
Something's staring at me. Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I fell ill. I've been having recurring nightmares, but the doctors can't find anything wrong with me. I think that it's a curse, right? I've been cursed by a demon.
Wait a minute, is Hutala Exorcist also?
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic curse, all right, and a serious one at that.
You believe so too? That it's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful spirits of the gods who fell in the Archon War return to cast their evil curses upon mortals. And if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste to flesh and bone. Oh, what a wretched end! The symptoms I'm having are just like those described in the tales.
Wuwang Hill? No, I don't think it was a curse. It was probably just Big G.
That was just Big G.
Hold your horses, both of you. There's no need to creep each other out. Isn't that exactly what you like to do, though?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right? Help me! I beg you! I'm too young to die!
All right, all right.
Who told you that?
Panic. Leave it to me. You've come to the right person.
Man, who told you that, man?
However, in order to lift the curse, we need a suitable location, and we need to make some preparations. Come with me, my trusty assistants. I'm going to need your help.
I guess I'll come too.
Yes, your
Help me with
friend.
the preparations first.
The incense exorcism, the one I taught you.
I'm like, it's your friend.
When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this, we'll get back to the big G matter.
Okay, I guess.
I wonder how long this little story is.
Right. Let's go.
She looks so done with everything. And that's funny. Hop!
So, what mysterious rituals are you gonna perform here?
No ritual at all. We just need to kill some time.
Oh, who we fighting?
Wait. You didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? They were eradicated ages ago.
You're right. How foolish of me to not know that. I should have paid attention. I should have picked up a book, you know? So why are we here?
You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil spirit. It's hard to reason with them. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. If you want to calm them down, you need to convince them with something tangible. And the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying the boogeyman they believe in before their very eyes.
Good old placebo!
Sounds like that might work. If you were trying to cheer up a 3-year-old.
How old are you, Paimon?
Why would you ask that? Paimon just wants to know why we can't tell everyone the truth.
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve the situation instead of exacerbating it. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh. But since the curse is imaginary, our fix will also be make-believe.
Makes sense. But why would anyone believe that it's a curse?
We don't have time for those questions.
Do you know the history of the Yaksha?
Yaksha. Wasn't that the name of the villain from Sakura Wars? Yeah. Haven't heard about it.
They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world in darkness. Although the gods were defeated in the end, their resentment persevered. That resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. Hysteric people mistook it for the curse of the gods. The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread, as the dead were a breeding ground for the disease. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading, purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased. The pioneers of these practices were, you guessed it, the founders of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
So how do you purify the air, though? Like, burning the bodies is pretty self-explanatory. I never bothered to try. Like, I know air purifies. You know what? It doesn't matter.
Paimon didn't see that coming. Really?
Pay attention, Paimon.
Yes. Anyway, it took many years, but eventually the plague was completely eradicated. We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. Each time we successfully restored the balance between life and death. To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the dead.
That's what you meant by guarding the border.
So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, I say it with more certainty than most. But I also can't really go telling people that the ancient plagues were real, or it would incite panic. Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. This ley line monolith will make for a really great prop.
A while later.
Ah, you're finally here. We just finished our preparations. Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. It'll absorb the curse inside you and cause it to take a physical form. But don't worry, the traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety.
Doing the dirty work again.
Oh, right.
I'm checking
I
stuff.
forgot to tell you. It'll be fine.
Probably. I'm checking specs
Will
and
that
stuff.
really solve my problem?
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo, but she's serious about everything she does.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more charmingly naive or disarmingly different? All right, let's get down to business. My glamorous assistant, please activate the device.
All right.
Is it really possible to
Where are
materialize
they?
the curse?
Is it losing? Is it getting damaged? Cool. Oh, what's that?
How
I guess
are
where
you
we need to
feeling?
be.
Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more invigorated than ever before. I'm cured.
Placebo.
I can't express how grateful I am for your and the traveler's help. If it hadn't been for you, the curse would have taken my life.
That's the power of placebo, baby.
Great. In which case, I guess now I can tell you. You've been pranked.
That music.
What?
That was cute.
This exorcism device, people like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith deceptively effective at attracting monsters. And those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your curse. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse, then what's the cause of your sudden recovery?
Your mind.
The curse wasn't real? Then why was I sick?
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the last option. Wouldn't be the first time in my career.
She's a
How
pro.
unexpected.
I also didn't expect that, but still, I'd like to thank you.
He's pretty chill about it.
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it over and over again. So I'd appreciate it if you try not to give in to superstitions in the future. Human life is short. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Real talk.
What a weird thing to say.
What? It's true. Enjoy while
I shall head back. I'm sorry for troubling you.
You're fine, dude. Just don't do it again.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. However, unless he crosses the border, there will be no end to his antics. Since we are done with the matter at hand, can we resume our search for Big G?
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
There's nothing there.
I didn't
Just kidding.
bother you, any of you.
It was a long time ago.
Is Big G? He's just a child?
Well, he is a spirit.
Yeah, like what?
It's quite normal that he looks just like he did when he left this world.
Right.
That's not what Paimon imagined when Paimon first heard the name Big G.
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We have much to do.
Of course, I guess that's not really set in stone then. Okay, let's see what everyone has to say for themselves.
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
He's just here with us. I didn't expect to stumble upon Big G just like that either.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? There's only so many evil spirits in this world.
I mean, yeah, but I wasn't expecting for him to just show up, is what I'm saying.
It was a twist
Listen,
of
Hu
fate
Tao.
that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place. Now, for some reason, he can't go back.
This explanation sounds a bit far-fetched to Paimon.
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
Don't ever question my professional instincts.
I
Jeez.
just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I came to Liyue Harbor. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. I never wanted to scare anyone.
Couldn't knocking
A few
stuff
days
over.
ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue Harbor, so I followed one of them back and ended up here.
What happened about the dare, though? Excuse me?
It must have been poor Luocheng that he followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence. Now we know what caused his nightmares.
I was discovered?
Well, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Why didn't you come looking for Mung sooner?
Yeah, Hu Tao and Meng were searching for you all over the place.
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's my first time in Liyue Harbor, and I got lost in the city.
Well then.
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction. When we were kids, he'd never go down the hill by himself. We always had to lead him.
How utterly convenient.
So, all of this was just because you got lost?
Yep.
Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit? Don't you think it's much easier to find your way from up above?
I don't see any ghost wings on him, Paimon. Maybe not all ghosts can fly. Stop generalizing.
I can't.
What a mess of a child.
That's right, yes. He used to be so afraid of heights that he wouldn't even so much as look down the hill.
No wonder you died so early. Everything scared you.
You haven't changed a bit.
Good thing they didn't call you Tall G.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and with so many people walking around Liyue Harbor, my only choice was to hide. I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the Leyline Monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't become an evil spirit.
Okay.
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional instincts. Now, all we have to do is escort this lost child back to Wuang Hill. And we should be done and dusted.
We still ain't done
He
yet.
just said he wanted to visit his friends. Apart from me, there's also Little Wu, Mumu, and Songza.
We got a lot to do.
Well, if that's the case, we can't let him down. We'll ask them all to help us prepare a farewell ceremony for Big G.
We ain't done.
Mung and I will escort Big G back to Wuang Hill. You meet with those three and ask them for keepsakes to symbolize each one of them during the ritual, then come and find us.
They're all friends. Can't we just go there all together? Or maybe we can take Big G to them.
That's not a good idea. I don't want to scare them.
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious. The less they know, the better.
Yeah, less headache.
Be careful what you say when you collect the keepsakes.
Paimon.
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares.
And that's the goal. No nightmares. Have a mareless night. They're probably gonna be mad though. Because I said to leave.
Hi! Do you remember us?
Oh, you. Sorry, I won't be needing the funeral parlor's services anytime soon.
Want to say he's an old friend of yours?
Yes, we grew up together. We still keep in touch even now. I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. To be honest, I find their director to be quite peculiar.
Yeah, who doesn't?
But he must have had his reasons.
Join the club.
He's on his own now, after all. And he still can't get over what happened to Big G. Did he tell you about it?
It's like Anohana.
Yeah, he did. If you could pick one thing to give to Big G as a keepsake, what would you choose? Just, theoretically speaking. We're just being hypothetical here. Definitely not gonna actually go commemorate him or anything.
That's a bit on the nose.
I'd cook something for him. Oh, he could eat spicy food like no other.
Really?
His favorite meal was extra spicy Jueyun chili chicken.
Make some right now,
I
please.
can make it for you.
Do
If
it.
you bring me some Jueyun chilies.
I sure hope we have them already.
I'm sure he'd appreciate the flavor of his childhood years. I still use that old recipe.
Deal! Just give us a minute.
Please tell me we have it already.
Jueyun chilies are a common sight in Liyue. I can rustle that dish up in no time if you help me find some.
Oh, hey. Yeah. Give. Yes. Just one. That's all you need.
Great. This should be enough.
Just one.
I'll get started on the Jueyun chili chicken. I guess you've got other folks to track down? When everyone's ready, I'll get the dish over to you.
Cool. We don't have to sit here and wait.
See you later!
We don't have to carry it either.
How did he know about the others?
He's like, we knew all along. They know Big G's around. And probably because he's kind of spilled the beans, Paimon.
Not you again. I told you, I'm not interested in the inner workings of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Mung told us about you. You're good friends, right?
That's true, yes. Come to think of it, I remember he did join Wangsheng Funeral Parlor recently. It didn't take long for his good friends to figure out why. The Big G incident. But I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it. Letting go of the past is a painful process. I would know. So, is Big G the reason you're here to see me?
How did you know? We didn't even say anything.
I'm a businessman. I've got a sixth sense for this kind of thing. Everyone hears the name Moo Moo and thinks I must be dim-witted. I never heard the end of it when I set up shop. But I'd say I proved a few people wrong.
That's good.
Here, take this. It's a top-of-the-line toy box we all dreamed of owning as kids. Back then, none of us could afford it. We were penniless.
Yeah, kids are broke.
Today, business is booming. I ended up buying loads of these. It was a dream come true.
Wow, you must be like super rich.
For me, it's a memento of a childhood long gone. Without it, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Homeboy really went from rags to riches.
So, having found me, I guess you'll be looking for Little Wu and Songza next.
There's 2 more?
We already saw Little Wu.
Oh.
Now we gotta find Songza.
Okay, well, never
I
mind.
see. If it's Songza you're after, let's meet at the overpass at Feiyun Slope. It's just above the staircase leading down to the dock. I've got an errand to run. I'll come find you as soon as I'm done.
Okay. Everyone is here.
Huh? You're all here.
Mm-hmm.
Reminiscing about old times, thinking back to past events. We've been at it for years.
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster.
Dang.
So, we've got nowhere to go back to. Now, home is wherever friends are.
Oh, that's sweet.
They've just been telling me you're looking for keepsakes. I make artisan Sao lanterns down by Liyue Harbor. I guess they represent me better than anything. A few days ago, I bought some quality plastrite shards. They're currently all in the warehouse at the dock. I've already spoken to the manager. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me?
Seems like you already know what's going on. Be back in a jiffy.
Yeah, that makes things a lot easier.
Hi, we're here to pick up the plastrite shards for Songza.
I would not
I
know
think
how to
she
say that.
mentioned it. Yes, here you are on the register. No problem.
Why is his head like that?
Plastrite shards are over in that crate there. Please, help yourselves.
Your neck okay, bro?
Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else. These look like what Songza was talking about. Let's head back.
Adventurer, think you can last a round against me?
No, leave me alone.
My thanks to both of you. This looks like great stuff. Please, wait a moment. This is the final step. Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
I guess I won't know what that said.
I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. You know, during the annual lantern rite, we all release a lantern like this. No matter what the days may bring, whichever roads we choose to take, while this rite remains observed, each of us remains the same.
As for the matter of Big G, the 3 of us have discussed amongst ourselves and agreed we won't press you on it.
But
Okay.
if you get the chance, please let them know we're doing well. And that the things we once spoke of, they've all come to pass.
You can count on us.
Thank you. We'll pass it on. Big G is lucky to have friends like you.
He really is.
We got everything we need. Let's go to Wulong Hill and find Kutao and the others.
Do they say anything else? Let me see. Let me see.
You know, I just realized, mine's the only item that's been outright purchased. Yours are both handmade.
But yours is worth a lot more.
Worth and more is not what's important here. These things all played a big part in our childhood. They show that we will never forget our promise.
That's sweet. Try to go the long way, so I don't activate anything. But, oh, they're right here. Okay.
Oh, you're back already? Sooner than I expected.
We tried.
You didn't go spilling the beans, did you, Paimon?
Like, she knows it's Paimon. Because I'm the silent protagonist. I'm incapable of spilling the beans.
Does Paimon look that unreliable to you?
I'm kidding. Anyway, looks like they were willing to hand over some keepsakes, so I I guess they knew the deal. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, one thing everyone knows is you never know what to expect.
Yup.
Which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well, because if they had attempted to, it would have been too much for me to deal with.
Sounds terrifying.
Guard the border between life and death. This is Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's most important responsibility, and I'm stricter than most.
So what about us? Does it matter if we cross the border?
No, we're special. We already have.
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like Meng. It's not the end of the world if you catch a glimpse behind the curtain. And where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur. All of it exists within the border between the living and the dead. An ordinary place, really. The only special thing about it is that nobody really knows about it. Whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing, okay? Or else by the time we're out, I'll have to erase your memories. So listen to everything I say. Let's go.
I'm scared.
It's fine.
But like Huta says, we're already caught up in this.
We're in too deep.
We better see it through to the end.
Yeah, we're in way too deep. This looks like a portal to something. Enter the border. $71? We can't do this. We might be done. We might be done. I can't do that. I still have a bunch of these to do, but whatever. I legitimately cannot do this. Alright, I guess we're done now.